Does art imitate life? Or is life an imitation of art? Do we try to copy the lifestyles we see on music videos? Are these lifestyles simply entertainment? Or are they truthful depictions of the things going on in society? Do we watch Migos talking about having dope like Pablo, shooting someone with a snub nose, and automatically believe what they're saying, thinking, man, these guys are really telling the truth? Are they really drug dealers making music about their drug dealing lifestyles? Where do we draw the line? Where does creativity end? And where does propaganda begin? These are some of the questions we plan on answering in this video. And when it's all said and done, remember, knowledge is power and your life is a result of the choices you make. So use the information presented in this video to do your own research. All right, so let's get into it. When we look at cities like Chicago, Detroit, Baltimore, Memphis, St. Louis, and many, many more cities across America, we find that low-income, predominantly African-American communities suffer from high levels of violent crimes amongst many other issues. These issues make these communities difficult places to live in. And if we take another look at these same cities, we'll find a large number of local African-American youth, mostly male, hoping to reach the same status of fame and fortune that Migos and many other commercially successful rap artists have reached over the years. The question is why? Why rap music? Why not a teacher, architect, doctor, electrician, plumber, photographer, or any other profitable career fields that exist in the American economy? Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being a rapper, but if we look at the odds of becoming a successful rap artist, we'll see it's not that easy. The odds aren't that great. At any given time, there are millions of people trying to make it as successful rappers in the music industry. And almost every single person is talking about shooting, drug dealing, money, cars, and there's a level of disrespect for women that's beyond an epidemic at this point. Now look, y'all, there's only so many ways you can kill someone on a record, and there's only so much weight you can push on songs before it gets boring. It's hard to get noticed if you sound like everyone else. The truth is, only a handful of people end up reaching the point of getting signed to a record deal. And let's say you do end up getting signed, we have to mention the horrible record contracts people are tricked into signing, sometimes making 12 cents off every dollar and still having to pay for studio time and promotional material. The average cost of recording in a studio is $50 to $500 per hour. And according to RoyaltyExchange.com, the cost of touring for a month ranges from $17,000 to, let's just say, a lot of money. If everything goes well, you'll be lucky to walk away with $20,000 a year. At that rate, you might as well get a job at Home Depot and get all the benefits they offer like health insurance, vacation days, 401k, life insurance, and all that good stuff. So, if being successful in the music industry is so challenging, why does everyone and their cousin have a mixtape coming out soon? Why do we see so many YouTube videos where everyone is waving guns and rapping about how tough they are, hoping to get noticed like Chief Keef did with his songs? The simple answer is brainwashing. It's propaganda. Well, let's just call it what it is. It's brainwashing. I say, all these guys and girls chasing the trap star dreams have been brainwashed to thinking this is the only way to survive and get free from the hood. Ironically, that trap star life is one of the things that makes life in the hood so bad. Aspiring to be a rap star that talks about that life while trying to live that life at the same time has become the most popular way of getting out or surviving in the hood.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Okay, are you in the game?
Hell yeah. I'm in the game, you feel me? I know my mama ain't wanted me to be in the game, but it's my environment. This shit got me like...
People after y'all? Huh? Y'all got people after y'all that want to get y'all?
So what? This whole Chicago a war zone. Look, you see how you ain't noticed every car that ruled past my real surreal. That's how we gotta live, bro. You think this shit sweet? You
Let me ask you: is it how you gotta live, or is it how you wanna live?
It's how you gotta live, bro. I don't wanna live like this. Why you think I'm rapping and trying to get the fuck out of here? I don't wanna live like this, but this how I find it.
People don't even consider other career options from the millions of jobs out there. So it's no surprise we don't see anyone talking about being in the background of the music industry as sound engineers, videographers, video directors, accountants, and many, many more background music industry jobs where you have a higher chance of getting in and making money for a long time, just in case you never get that record deal. So like I mentioned before, brainwashing. The more scientific name for this is called classical conditioning for the college professors out there that might be watching this video. So what is classical conditioning, you ask? Basically, this Russian scientist named Pavlov figured out that you can get people to react a certain way or do things by combining what you want them to do with something they really, really want. So what do they want you to do? I say they want you to be a criminal. And what does everyone living in the hood really, really want? They want to get out of the hood or make enough money to live comfortably. Just like everyone else, it's the basic need for survival. So, the way they combine what they want, which is more criminals, with what the folks in the hood want, which is money to live comfortably, is by showing rap artists talk about life in the hood, selling drugs, shooting at the ops, while somehow making a lot of money living comfortably. Y'all following me so far? The conditioning part of classical conditioning comes when you see this played out over and over and over again. With every new rap artist that gets that record deal, he or she talks about the same life in the hood, selling drugs, shooting at the ops, and somehow making a lot of money. There's only two messages being told here. The first one is, it's okay to be a criminal to survive in the hood. The second one is, there's a chance you might get a record deal and make lots of money rapping about your criminal exploits. Like this guy. And every other guy that came after him. What they don't tell you is, living that life becomes a trap you can't get out of. Once you get that felony on your back, every single thing you try to do after that becomes 10 times harder. Even if you get out and try to keep selling drugs or robbing people, even that becomes harder, because if you get caught again, you might get treated as a habitual criminal just because of your background. So, how does classical conditioning work so well? Because if we just look at the mind state of the average African American male living in the so-called hood, he's gonna tell you he's about that life, even if he's not. The culture is such that he has to put on that front so he'll fit in and not stand out. To the average teenager in the hood, rich homie Quan looks more like the guys he sees in his neighborhood, so of course he's gonna do what they do. He doesn't see guys like this that often in real life. So basically, if you see more of this instead of this, you're automatically gonna think what these guys are talking about is the way to go. This is the way the human mind works, and there are people in high places that understand this very well. It's just like everything in life. The more you do something, the better you get at it. The more you see people that look like you doing something and succeeding at it, the more you believe you can do that as well. So ask yourself, why do you see more of this in rap music today?